Hello and welcome to our weekly insights from the performance business. My name is Mike McNulty, and this week I'm going to talk to you about being authentic, and I'm going to tell you a story. When I was 18 in 1980, I joined the Metropolitan Police Force in London. It was a very exciting time for me, and I joined for various reasons. I wanted to grow up, that was the first thing. I was 18, I still felt like a child, frankly. I was sick of school, and I wanted to be an adult and be in the big bad world up in London town. I was tired of the town I lived in, which was Camberley in Surrey. It was parochial, middle-aged, middle class, frankly dull and boring. And I was also influenced by family and friends, the media, and there was a lot of adverts around joining the police. There was a big recruitment drive fronted by Margaret Thatcher, who made a big push for law and order at the time. Whatever the factors were and the influences were, the timing was right, I felt, for me to join the police. So I did. And although very exciting, and I learned a lot of valuable lessons from the police over the 3 years that I spent there, it was also pretty traumatic personally. Remember, I was only 18. I was just still starting to understand what the world was all about. And I found myself falling into the traps that we all fall into in terms of trying to understand who I was and what my authenticity was. So, for instance, I was influenced by the philosophies and ramblings, if you like, rantings of other people. I listened too much to canteen banter, very judgmental. I wanted to go out. I was 18. I wanted to go out with my friends who led regular lives, but of course I was doing shift work, so that had a big effect on my sleeping patterns. And also I ate really bad food, junk food, hadn't learned to cook, and I was drinking pretty much as well. So all these factors were not very healthy, and it had a detrimental effect on my life. And yeah, I guess all in all, I just had an intuitive sense that I wasn't being myself, and I wasn't particularly happy through that period of time. And it wasn't later in life, it wasn't till later in life, probably about three decades, when I'd started to realize that actually there's a way that we can shortcut into being authentic rather than having to go through the pain of the rites of passage that so many of us do, including myself. And through the clients that we work through my communication skills work, I've developed a 5-step process for us to be more authentic. Number 1, we need to avoid grudges. No regrets. Je ne regrette rien, as Edith Piaf once said in a song. And this is so true. You know, there's no point regretting or begrudging events that have happened to us. They've happened. They are you. In many ways, they need to be celebrated rather than mourned. They really help to make you the authentic you through your own life experience. And it's different for all of us. I mean, that's another great factor as well. It makes you unique. Number 2, make your own decisions. When I was in the police, I listened too much probably to people who weren't much older than me, who had a little bit more experience perhaps. And I was led like a lemming to make bad choices for myself. And of course, it's important to go with the flow, particularly when you're joining a new organization, meeting new people, new culture, new environment. But at some point, you are required to stand back, take in all that is in front of you with fresh eyes, and make a decision. It's really important. A phrase that I've lived with for many years is that minds are like parachutes. They only work when they open. And if we're following other people's decisions, we're not using our own mind. It's until we step back and look at the situation as a whole that we can make really informed decisions. Look after yourself. Sleep regularly. Eat healthily. I mean, these are, I suppose, basic things that we understand. But it's, you know, we all come off the wagon in terms of not doing what we should do. But just from time to time, just remind yourself to sleep well, eat regularly, maybe not drink as much as as you might do. I talk for myself, not for anyone else. Number 4, be kind to yourself. Yeah, you're going to make wrong decisions. Yeah, that's going to happen. So be it. You are imperfect. So am I. That's what makes us attractive. It makes us beautiful. And it's what makes us unique. So be kind to yourself. Celebrate your imperfections rather than try and hide them. And number 5, do what you said you would do. Be consistent with what it is that you do. Now, I'm still learning this lesson. You only have to ask my family to know that I'm not perfect in this area. But I have a good intention, and I think if we all have that good intention to do what we said we were going to do, to make that meeting, to be on time, then it has a really powerful effect on your reputation. It then helps you to build and accelerate the trust that you've got with other people, and it moves that relationship forward, whether it be for business or in personal life, of course. So they're the 5 things that I would suggest are starting blocks, really key elements for us to be more authentic. So for this week, I'm going to suggest that we just stand back a bit, and before rushing in with our own judgment and our own decisions, stand back a bit, take in the situation, and then move forward in an authentic way. Have a great week.